everybody? Welcome back once again to the channel. You know it is JJ with you once again. You know the drill. Hit the subscribe button and keep me busy. And I could tell you to hit the like button, but you guys don't want to keep YouTube busy, so don't hit it. Or do hit it, whatever. Okay, let's get the drama out of the way. There's a limit no one wants to talk about, guys. A ceiling that every GPU, every CPU, every piece of silicon is now smashing into. We call it the silicon ceiling. The point where performance, good performance and sometimes bad performance, can't scale anymore, no matter how much power you throw at it. For years, the industry relied on simple math. Smaller transistors, higher clocks, more cores, more watts. But the physics doesn't negotiate. Transistors themselves, them little FET gate transistors, can't shrink forever. You're not going to be able to shrink the gates on them forever because they can only make it so small before it becomes leaky. Or heat can be dissipated indefinitely, maybe. Voltage curves flatten, efficiency collapses, and the gains we used to get for free now cost us hundreds of watts and thousands of dollars, especially your electric bill. You know, your electric bill, the one that you get monthly. That's scary, that you don't want to pay usually, but you have to. That's the silicon ceiling, the moment where engineering meets reality. NVIDIA knows it, AMD knows it, Intel knows it. That's why they're all pivoting not towards raw power, but towards smarter power. AI-driven rendering, chiplet architectures, neural compression, and frame reconstruction because the old path is dead. Nothing you can do about it. It's taking a slow death. You know, it's got to kind of choked itself out. You can't brute force your way past the physics. There's no way of doing it. You can only outsmart it, and that's the shift builders need to understand. Next generation of performance won't come from bigger dies or higher clocks. It will come from algorithms, predictions, reconstruction, and efficiency. It's called software. You know, the little software that you use, like Windows software, stuff like, you guys know what I mean. But the ceiling isn't moving. We are. And the tower's just hitting its head on the truth. Truth, collapse, and repeat. Keep that in mind. Here's the end all of be all. Okay? It's going to come in time to where we can't move forward because there's no amount of hardware out there that's going to stretch, you know, the amount of performance any further. It's going to hit that ceiling. And you guys have to understand that. I'm not bringing this to you as bad news. I'm giving you a heads up for the future. So when it gets to that point, you're going to be stuck on your hardware for an awfully long time. And these companies are going to have to rely on the software to pick up the slack. And then I have a feeling after that, when the software is picking up the slack, it's going to be picking up the cost too. So that means everybody's going to start paying for their software, you know, their updates and everything else. This is where the cloud comes into play. This is where they're going to say either you go to the cloud to get your software updates and everything else, or you're just not going to have any more updates for your hardware. And if your hardware passes, you know, gets passed by the J train, you know, J train, and the train passes you and you don't jump aboard, then guess what? You're going to be sitting there with hardware you can't use anymore. It's going to get to the point to where hardware, not going to be able to use it. Certain type of hardware. They're already moving up forward. On Intel, they're already moving forward. The minimal requirements for Windows. And they're going to start doing it with AMD. And then your CPU is just not going to be able to be in that window anymore. And then Microsoft is just moving, passing everybody by, and everybody's not latching on. Everybody goes to Linux. So keep Linux in your future. That's what it might turn out to be, just to give you a heads up. Because the next couple of years is going to be rough, especially with these high prices, you know. But if you've already got all the hardware you need, then you're going to be fine for now. I think for the next 5 years, we're going to be fine, and that's where it's going to take a turn. Just my predictions. You know, you can look back at this video and in 5 years' time, you can say, okay, well, Jay was right. I had a lot of people already telling me that already. So, but it's not. I don't got a Ouija board out, and I'm not predicting anything. I'm just telling you the truth. Expect it to be happening. FET transistors are not going to last forever. Okay, they're going to have to come up with a new style of transistor. And Intel and AMD are already working on that for their next series. You know, Intel's working on it for their next generation, and so is AMD. And something tells me they're going to shove neural processing in there, and that's going to become the all of be all. So basically, the neural processor is going to be controlled by the software. And guess what? You're no longer in control of your PC. So, just my thought. You guys can leave your comments down below and let me know what you think. I always appreciate you guys' thoughts. You know that. I always read everything you guys post on the videos. But if you made it to the end of the video and you're enjoying the Tower series, put a like on the video, positive one. And that'll keep YouTube busy. So they'll start pushing my videos out on the algorithm and start making me more popular. I think if you're a true subscriber to this channel, which I know you are, you're going to hit that thumbs up. And also, too, don't forget, if you're first time watching the video or you've been here for a while and you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. It looks like we got about 48% of our viewers are not subscribed. Hit the subscribe button. Keep me busy, so that way I'm not skipping days anymore. But I am going to tell you guys one thing. I'm going to take a couple minutes. I'm going to tell you guys one thing. I do have a doctor's appointment coming up in the next few days, and I will not be putting out videos. But until then, I will do my best to put out some videos for then. And then when I get back, I'll put out some more. So keep in mind, guys, keep me busy. Put your comments on the videos. I love you guys' comments, and I appreciate every one of them. Even if you guys don't think my videos are the best. I'm going to tell you guys right now. I know they're not the greatest. I know I'm not the best at editing. But when I first started the channel, I wasn't that great either. I knew nothing about editing. I came a long way since then. So my thumbnails have gotten better. Hopefully you guys appreciate them. That's the reason why I asked you for the thumbs up, because if you like my thumbnails, give them a thumbs up. And stuff like that. So, but until the next time, and the next video, you know what it is. We'll see you on the next one.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate